reliquary at his hip. He brings it up to his shaky lips, and he begins to mutter a prayer.
Am I a frozen statue? No.
Protect us in our hour of need. And I will cast Prayer of Healing. So that is 15 health to everyone within 30 feet.
Oh, we're back, baby.
That'll up to 6 creatures, so that catches everybody.
Yep, self-included.
Is that 15 to everyone in range then?
Hold on. Check the cast time on Prayer of Healing.
It's a minute. It's
shoot!
it's
10
not
minutes.
one
I am sorry. I thought it was an ant.
No,
Good eye.
We ain't back, baby. And he's got a little. He's still a little frozen in the brain. It's okay.
I'm playing. It just came off of a cleric and playing a cleric in another campaign, so.
Oh yeah, that would have been really powerful for a second level spell.
So it would have been.
So yeah, Prayer of Healing. You can start it if you really want to, but it's going to take you 10 minutes, and people may die before then.
Some of you may die.
But that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
No, we're not going to do that. Instead, seeing his companion fall 5, 10, 15, 20. We're going to move. Yes, I will. We're going to move over to here and cast Spare the Dying on Anar.
All right. That's stabilized, right?
Yes.
All right.
I gave myself 3 successes.
What?
Anar's been stabilized. That's what.
Oh, okay.
All right. And are you making any other moves, or is that it?
Nope, that's it.
Cecilia.
Cecilia rolls.
Yep.
All right. One failure. Gleb. Death saving throw. I mean, you wanted to test this thing, right?
Yeah.
1 success.
But I have to die first to find out. Hey, one way or another, right?
What does Felix
do? Chirp to you too.
Well, I definitely couldn't survive another one of those. I will. Yeah, sure. I'll use another one of my healing potions, and no, I'll be nice and get up Gleb again.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm really the one who should get up, but hey, I appreciate it.
He's his fellow thief. He can get away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he could have used the cleric that way, healing spells.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You know,
you
the
pour
guy
the
that
healing
goes...
potion. Slime. The slime feels better.
How much is it? Heals 6.
6.
Okay. All right. Well, he's gonna knock my ass down before. This guy is clearly a menace and needs to be dealt with.
Leaving the ring with him.
You guys were the ones who kept aggroing him.
Oh, he's clearly a threat and needs to be dealt with.
The one he's like, hey, I'm gonna leave. You guys go get the crown, and then he doesn't leave.
Well,
he tried to leave,
away.
but then you fuckers attacked him.
He didn't try to leave. He came over because he's gonna try and steal the ring.
He was in front of Gleb. I mean, look where
Churchill's
he's at.
convinced him not to grab the ring. Shield attacked him, and so he decided.
Convinced him not to grab the.
wants.
Convinced him not to grab the ring. Stands right here, next to the ring.
We got a golem situation here going on.
Well, Shield, what are you doing?
I drop my sword, drop my hand axe, and throw my hand axe at him.
Oh. Yeet! That motherfucker.
As you wish.
No, I do not.
Nope, you already did it. You already declared it.
You tried. It failed.
You throw your hand axe. He kind of tilts his head to the side and just goes whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
He did
use my actions.
The only continued insane laugh.
He just did a Leonidas to you.
Then I use my actions surge. God, I can't talk tonight. Jesus. To pick up my that would be my
Your object interaction was drawing your hand axe.
Yep.
Grapple him.
Then I threw it. Now I'm using my action surge to.
So you're using your action surge to have another action.
You don't get you don't get another free object interaction to draw another hand axe.
Exactly. It doesn't include a free object interaction. It only includes inaction.
No.
So, like, you can't pick up your.
I know.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah, you can do an unarmed attack.
Oh.
Grapple him.
Or a grapple. Or a shove.
Yes,
Or a push.
Or a suplex.
Okay, hold on. So I
RKO out of
just
nowhere.
walked in and attacked him twice.
Grapple him or try to grapple him. What would that be? I've never actually grappled anybody.
Grapple check.
Grapple is making an athletics check. Opposed by his athletics or acrobatics check, depending on which one he's better at. Which I can tell you right now is going to be his strength.
You should get advantage because you are large.
You went strength anyway. No, you do not get advantage because of the same size.
Giant might.
Giant's might. It gives it flat. It's not size based between opponents.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Means roll again.
So I do roll again.
Yeah. Nat 20.
Yeah, you have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Oh well, it's close.
I mean, good. You're gonna need it.
All right, so roll strength from.
That's a pretty good number.
+4.
Hey, baby.
All right, so you're walking over and you're grabbing onto him, right?
Yep.
Move yourself over. All right, so Shield has walked over, grabbed onto the Odin. Larissa, what are you doing? Shield is assault.
Right. I am gonna. Right. As like utterly terrified as I am, Cecilia is going to die if I do not help. So I'm going to move over behind Shield. Not behind Shield. That's a mistake. I can go right there.
Well, no, better behind Shield than in front of him.
Debatable.
Right. So I'm gonna. Can I move right here? If I go like right there and then right there, can I do that?
What are you doing? You're just moving? Yeah.
Right there.
That's 30 feet of movement.
Okay.
This session has gone very far.
We're gonna move right there. What's up?
I was just gonna say you can cut a corner through friendly space, not an opponent space.
Right. We're gonna move. Right. We're okay. Yeah, we're gonna move right there. We're clearly shaking, and we're clearly shaking. I'm gonna try and stabilize Cecilia as best I can.
Medicine check.
Unless I can. I think. Did Cecilia buy a potion?
Yeah, Cecilia bought a potion.
Did you tell Larisha that?
Check, or you can search for the potion.
Did you tell Larisha that you bought a potion?
No,
you can search for one.
Yeah. If she mentioned it, I'm gonna try and find that in Cecilia's stuff and give it to her.
You find a bunch of various supplies and such, as well as a sort of pouch full of glitter.
If the potion is easy to find, I'm gonna go. If the potion is easy to find, like easily accessible,
it's probably on her belt or somewhere.
Then I'm probably just gonna do that, because if it's not easily accessible, I'm just not even gonna bother wasting the time. I'm just trying to.
All right.
So I think I'm burning Cecilia's.
You're burning Cecilia's potion. Yes, that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, where was that?
I need to actually. I guess.
I got it.
Yes, Cecilia's rolling. Okay.
Okay.
All right, and that's all.
That was my action, and that was my move. So, unless I want to bonus action expeditious retreat, which I'm very much considering, we're done.
Because, we're definitely not giving this guy the crown, so, we have to fight him eventually.
Are we not?
I don't think most of the party would agree to give him the crown, or that we could get the crown from the person.
Or die terribly by a demon?
I mean, he's definitely deserves it. He deserves getting. He got caught, so he's clearly an amateur.
Real life, dude. Somebody is bigger and stronger than you.
Are you gonna tell that to him? Are you gonna tell that to him? Maybe you shouldn't have gotten caught, idiot. In that exact wording.
See how the turn goes.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't actually want you to. Please don't actually say that.
What is?
Or if you're going to do that, let me expeditious retreat first.
What is Gleb saying here?
I didn't say anything. It's not my turn.
It doesn't have to be your turn. It's a free action.
I don't know. Last time I tried to say something, I was told it wasn't my turn.
All right. What is Gleb trying to actually say?
I don't know. I'm still waking up.
Fair enough.
Think what you want to say, man.
I have a question.
I haven't woken up yet. I've just drank the potion.
I have a question.
What?
So, can I hold expeditious retreat for I have to burn the slot. Never mind. I'm not bothering.
You would have to burn the slot. It would be held until your next turn.
It would be pointless if I was going to hold it. I might as well just use it now, so I'm not going to.
All right, Anar, you're stabilized but not awake, correct? So
correct.
All right, Lapis steers deep into into the eyes of Shield, makes his face a very neutral expression. It says, "Friend, what are you doing? There is no need for us to fight."
Who is he aiming this at?
Shield. He's grappling.
Oh God.
And Shield, I need you to make a wisdom save.
Oh,
come on, Shield, you can do
Oh,
this.
buddy.
I believe in you.
I don't.
I don't either.
I believe in you.
I don't.
Hold on. Coming. Oh.
See,
Wow, that's not bad at all.
I told you I
Yeah, I
believed in
know.
him.
Shield, apparently you know better.
That's a weird sentence to hear.
I'm not your friend, buddy.
I'm not your buddy, guy.
Not your guy, pal.
He says, "Oh, well, Certos, you're up."
Will cure wounds Anar. And that's it. That's all we'll do.
Ooh, thank you.
Some absolutely booty healing, but at least it gets you up.
It's 22% of my total hit points. Don't worry about it. Thank you. Besides, he just needs to be up.
So you've made Anar feel better.
Yep, that's all.
About himself and others.
Cecilia, you're standing up.
Yeah, she'll spend half her movement to stand up. She'll turn to Arisha and be like, "My appreciation for helping me get back on my feet." And then Cecilia is going to run 15 feet this way. And prepare another held action for command again. In case the guy does anything hostile.
How many spell slots do you have left?
I spent 2 spell slots so far.
Every time you hold an action for command, that's another one.
Yeah, no, I spent two first level spell slots so far using that.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay, and what's your trigger?
Actually, no, wait.
Because before it was if you did something aggressive to someone who wasn't Shield, right?
That was me.
Actually,
I think that was most people.
Actually, no, I'm going to cast a Sanctuary on Larisha. As a actually, that's a bonus action.
How do you have a saving throw for Sanctuary? How does that work?
It's a wisdom save versus if they attack you. If they fail, they have to attack somebody else.
That's their
who are we sanctuary casting on?
Larisha. Yeah, Larisha.
Why are you sanctuarying the only one with full hit points?
Okay.
She likes you better.
Fair enough.
You now have sanctuary on you. Okay.
No, wait. Actually, that's for targeted spells, and AOE isn't. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, AOE isn't targeting spells.
All right, but the point is, you cast sanctuary on Larisha,
and that expires if they attack, if they do any sort of attack, right?
If you do an
aggressive action.
Huh?
If you do an attack, yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, basically, it's safety until you do something that breaks your safety.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Gleb. Yes,
Well,
I'm going to use my action to dash.
Okay. Didn't you use your action to cast sanctuary?
That's a bonus
Sanctuary
action.
is a bonus action.
Okay. You're correct. And your action's a dash, and you're dashing into the woods.
Yeah.
All right, Gleb.
All right, so I'm awake. I'm alive. I'm dead. All right. I'm gonna use 15 feet of my movement to get up.
Use half to get up.
10, 15.
Whatever the movement is, it's half.
Yeah, I'm gonna move down here and I'm gonna throw a psychic knife at him.
Is that an advantage because he's grappled?
Well, it's an advantage because I'm a rogue, and I have or no, that's sneak attack. Never mind.
Grapple doesn't give anybody advantage on anything.
Really?
Really, restrained gives you advantage.
Anyway, yeet. That's gonna hit.
It's the difference. It's the difference between I have laid hands on you and can stop you from moving versus I actually have you restrained in a way that you cannot move, dodge, or defend yourself.
Right.
So that's 7 plus 9, 16 psychic damage to him.
One is grabbing a hold of lapels, the other is a full headlock.
Yeah. You need the grappler feat, and then you can restrain opponents when you grapple them, or after you grapple them.
So about that wrestling RPG, anybody have interest in it?
Only if I can. Only if I play a bugbear.
Seems decent as a lunch off.
Anyway, so that's 16 points of psychic damage, and I'm gonna throw another one at him. That's a 22, and that's another 5 psychic damage. So that's 21 psychic damage total.
Okay. You throw some psychic knives at him.
Do they look like they even do anything?
They don't leave a mark, so.
Well, yeah, but I mean, does he like? I mean,
his feelings are hurt.
Yeah, fair enough.
I could probably wince and everything.
I mean, you didn't exactly cut him open.
Yeah, that's fair.
He begins magic dramatically. How's that?
So unless he's immune to psychic, you're not going to see.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Felix.
Kick his ass.
Alright. I'll move. Alright, I'll go up this way.
While you do that, I'm letting the cat out. Be right back.
Well, somebody's not leaving this field alive, and Unless he has a teleport or some kind of other spell, it ain't gonna be him. He probably has a way to get the fuck out. He has invisibility. He probably has another way to get out.
All right. So what is Felix doing?
Yeah, sure. Why not? We'll try and attack. Okay.
'23 is going to hit.
Let's go, baby! Fucking 12, not 10 psychic, 10 sneak damage. Hell yeah! Do it again. Shoot him again. Oh, you don't have one. You're not level 5.
All right. So you shoot him. Are you doing anything else?
Nope.
Shield. You have a hold of the Oni.
Fucking break his arm. Break his arm, Bill.
No.
Oh.
What did you ask?
Can I headbutt him?
I mean, yes, you can make an unarmed attack if you wish.
Break his arm, Bill. Go for the leg. Sweep the leg.
Hold on, it's going. That does not hit.
Wait, I have an idea.
Well,
You smash the skull into his. He barely reacts.
I have an idea. Something I can actually do.
Oh, that's my turn.
Okay. Fee.
Yeah,
This
you
is
can use that.
incredibly important. What are the exact restrictions on Sanctuary again? Make an attack, cast a spell that affects an enemy or deals damage to another creature, right? So any sort of buff would not break it, right?
That is correct.
Okay, cool. If there's any time to use this, it is right now.
Super death nuke.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're going to pull out the cannon. We're gonna change out the chip that's installed in it. To the protector chip. Or crystal. So we're still gonna be holding it. But we're gonna do that, and the range on that is 10 feet.
Okay. All right, so you pull out the red crystal, you put in the green crystal, and now what are you doing?
Right. We're moving. I'm gonna move. Is there any way I can do this? Okay, right here would nab Cecilia and Shield. And can I make it? Yeah, I can. Okay. We're gonna move right over here. I think we can make that.
With room to spare.
Right. Well, I have to be right here, otherwise one of them's out of range. I guess I can be one step over here, but I'd rather not. Also, because the tree's in the way.
Tree doesn't actually block your path, I don't think.
Shut up. It's called role playing.
Okay.
And we are going to activate that. So, okay, so that is Shield, Cecilia, and I think myself have 11 temp HP.
Thank you.
And I don't think that breaks Sanctuary, so now is definitely the time to use that.
Yeah.
And we're ending our turn.
Thank you.
So 11 temporary hit points.
Yeah, and that's on Field, Cecilia, and myself. I
Yep.
think it's self-target. I think it works on me too.
It's a burst of energy.
Right.
If you're within range.
Yeah.
No.
And I mean, 0 feet is in range, so.
There you go.
Elf and each creature of your choice within 10 feet of it. So yes, that includes you if you wish.
Cool. I mean, I should hope I'm including myself. I want to. Yeah, and we're ending our turn.
That includes the Oni if you wish.
It does not.
Say of your choice. All right. That is your turn. NR.
And just going to sit up, look at Certos, and say, "What the hell happened?"
I think the half the party's gone absolutely mad. Kind of wondering if we should get the fuck out of here.
Man, half the party's gonna get a new character? That's crazy.
Oh, I'm inclined to tell Cecilia we're leaving too.
I personally, this guy's an asshole and needs to be dealt with now before he causes more problems. Because he very clearly wants this crown.
So, Anar, what are you doing?
Anar's going to speak up a little bit. Why are we attacking him now?
Because he's not letting us go.
He literally.
Bullshit! He's been trying to leave.
He was right in front of me. I don't believe he was walking away from me.
You were asleep. Shush.
No. This was before I was asleep. He's.
No, it wasn't.
No, it
What?
wasn't.
No, because he woke me up and then thought I was woken up before. He appeared.
Anyway.
No, I wasn't. I was.
He said he was going to give us one last parting gift.
I was awake because I used my perception and saw him in front of me.
And he went to leave, and you guys attacked him.
I can't believe he was going to leave. He walked in front of me.
The parting gift was putting Glep unconscious. That was the parting gift.
Probably, but
Dream's like, this will be a 15-minute encounter. They get their asses handed to them. We move on to the next story beat.
I mean, Dream clearly doesn't understand half the party.
Everybody here needs to disengage, or you are going in the book.
I don't know what the book is.
Look, in total fairness, I have not made a single hostile action.
What is the
Cecilia
book?
hasn't either.
Cecilia has not either. That is true.
We will deal with him later. Everybody needs to back off. And that'll be Anar's turn for the time being.
How long does that last? I'm curious. I need to check now.
Yeah, well, the Oni takes his glaive and, the arm that does not have shield attached to it, and slashes twice at shield.
I think the second one does hit.
Yeah, only the second though.
Thank God, that first one. Yeesh.
That does not actually. That actually doesn't deal damage. I mean, it deals temp HP damage, but it does not deal actual damage.
Yeah.
14.
Just saying. Yeesh. That 31 damage.
He says it would be best if you let me go.
Where are you getting 31 from there, Haas?
22 plus 9?
No,
the 9 is two-hand.
Oh.
No, the 9 is if he's small.
Oh, all right.
I thought it was like.
Well, he's big. So that's the first number.
I like how with the second one he dealt less damage when he was big than when he was small.
Yeah, that's a 1 for you, baby. A 1 and a 2.
Anyway, he tells she'll do it best if you let me go. Certos!
Hey, thanks for the temp HP, though. That's really helpful.
I mean, I'm applying it again when it's my turn. I'm guarantee I will roll greater than a 4. Man,
guaranteed.
I'm.
Sound like famous last words.
Yes, I will, because my modifier is 4. So
you said roll. You said roll greater than a 4. That's a 50-50 shot there.
Oh my god, you know what I meant. I will definitely end up with a number that is greater than 4.
Okay.
Okay, we will move over to there. And we will cast Bless. Up to 3 creatures. So I will bless Larisha, myself, and Anar.
Awesome, thank you.
Cool. And what does Bless do again? Is that the 1d4 to every d20 roll?
Not every, but many.
Attack and saving throws.
Attack or saving throws. Okay. So that doesn't act. I mean, I guess that would help against a save. So fair enough.
That's his turn.
Okay.
Cecilia?
Cecilia will sternly and kind of look at Shield and be like, Shield, stand down. And that's her turn.
Glep?
Mm-hmm. Is it my turn?
That's your turn. If it's Cecilia's, it's over.
Hi. So what did do I want to hold off and see what Shield does? Shield, are you gonna keep fighting?
I guess not. Ugh.
I have my hand ready to attack if he had said yes. Felix, are you gonna keep fighting?
If no one else is, why would I keep doing that?
All right, I throw a psychic knife at him.
That is going to if you're going to. So there you go. All right.
That's a 24, and that's another 13 psychic damage.
I did say flips over his tome and writes in his book.
I did say if no one else is, why would I?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Well, good job.
Well, that one missed. That's okay. And then 5, 15. We're gonna go over here, like this. All right, that's what we're gonna do. That's my turn.
You know, if I'm writing names in book, then you're going to hear me typing well. Just so you know how serious this is.
Sirius FM radio.
I'm pretty sure you've written everyone's name down at least. So are you gonna call out the entire party being incompetent? Just say yes. Okay.
All right, so you did psychic knives, and then Gleb went down that way.
Yeah.
All right, Felix.
I'm unsure of this play that you are doing. pass. I'll just move down next to Certos. But I will. Let's see how far. Oh, okay. I will hold my action if our new friend moves. No, takes aggressive action, obviously, and probably will, towards Gleb. I will attack.
Only Gleb? Okay.
Yeah, only Gleb.
Fair
I will
enough.
attack him.
That's not what I was concerned about, but fair enough.
Okay, if he takes hostile action towards Gleb, then you'll attack?
Yeah.
Alright, Shield, what are you doing?
I release him and say, don't try to fuck with my party again.
That's not the thing you should say.
Keep in mind, Gleb just attacked him. So... It's up to you.
Oh, he did.
Yes, Gleb just attacked him.
I don't know, I heard Shield letting him go.
I'm down for Shield letting him go, but if whatever he wants to do, that's on him.
This is gonna be like Muriel from the Under Mountain. We'll get revenge eventually.
So what is Shield doing?
Once I bring in a new character to kill him.
God damn it. Can I pick my sword again?
I think you do have an object in action.
Can you move away from where your sword was dropped?
Yeah, because
Yes,
you're
I did.
standing right around
That
here.
is true. I think you did move.
Yeah.
Do you have another hand axe? Or some other weapon that you want to attack him with?
I mean, you could go pick it up. That means letting go of him or trying to drag him along with you.
No, I just take out my Warhammer, I guess.
How are you going to do that if you've got one hand on him?
No, he dropped the grapple.
He let him go.
Okay.
All right.
And
So are you dropping the grapple and pulling out the Warhammer, or what are we doing? Is the Warhammer a one-handed or two-handed weapon?
I think it's versatile.
One-handed.
All right. What are you actually doing then? Drop the grapple, pull out the Warhammer?
Yeah.
Telling him not to mess with your party again?
Yep.
Yeah, it's versatile.
So you could technically pull it out without letting him go. If it's versatile.
Well, he has one hand on the shield.
Oh, right. Then yeah, you couldn't. You're right. I forgot about the shield.
Yeah, I drop the grapple and pull out my Warhammer. Tell him to fuck off and not fuck with the party again.
I mean, he's going to because he wants the crown back, but we'll cross that bridge later.
All right. So you've dropped the grapple. You're pulling out your Warhammer and telling him not to mess with your party. Are you doing anything else?
No.
No. Okay. Larishta, are you doing anything?
Just in case I'm gonna burn the cannon again, I might as well use it because it's a bonus action. I have the feeling I know where this is going, but just in case, I might as well. Like, it's free at this point. No reason not to.
Do it.
So shield is back up to 9, and mine and Cecilia's don't change because I think that's how temp HP works, right?
No, it overrides.
It overrides it.
It overrides. Oh, so I can just have shield be affected by it. Anyway,
So you're
Yes.
you're at 11 basically.
Yeah.
Each time you refresh it, you're at 11 temporary hit points.
Oh, I thought it was re-rolling every time.
Sorry, no. Each time you refresh it, it's whatever you roll or what you have left, whichever one's higher.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
that's what I said. Yeah,
only because you can shape it to you can choose whomever you apply it to.
Okay, so
that's the only reason.
Whatever, it's fine. So shield is up to 9, and me and Cecilia stay the same. And
up
at this
to 9 temp.
yeah.
Temp.
And at this point, where's my ruler? There it is. Goodbye. I'm straight up going off the map at this point. Goodbye.
All right, Anar.
I have proceeded to fuck off.
Anar's going to wait. Actually, Anar's going to fly a little closer. And from here, he's going to wait.
All right, Shield. Lapis leans into your face and says, "Then return the crown. You know where to find me." And
No,
then
we
begins
fucking
doing his
don't.
then begins doing his laughing and disappearing routine again.
Motherfucker's got goddamn cantrip invisibility.
Yep.
How the hell are we supposed to know where to find? Oh yeah, the ruins. Yeah, whatever. We
You
just don't go back
told
there.
you like 4 times.
Detect invisibility.
Listen, I've been a little knocked up the head a few times today. And frozen.
Apparently, and frozen. Yes.
I'm
Is
usually
anybody trying to chase him down this time?
Anar gets his pen ready.
That's a death note.
Then you are out of initiative.
At some point, after like a couple, like about 30 seconds, like after he disappears, after it's clear he's gone. At some point, I'm gonna finally like get my damn wits about me, and I am gonna go.
I was.
And at some point, I'm going to call the slime and Felix and Fields all over to me.
You're gonna what?
Shield, Felix, and Gleb. I'm gonna talk to you. I'm talking to you at this point.
Alright.
You're going to have a conversation.
Yes.
Make sure everybody gets within fireball range.
I don't have fireball. I'd be down for everyone being in a 15-foot cone.
How long do you hold on to your protector cannon? I don't recall.
It is an hour long.
It is an hour long. Well, the temporary hit points are not an hour long.
Interesting. So after I've got taken like a little bit to calm down, which I assume will be before I walked over here, I'm going to look Shield dead in the eye and go, "That is us crossing this bridge."
That's a what?
That behavior, and I'm not just looking at Shield this point. I'm looking at Felix and Gleb too. Like, that was ridiculous. Have you lost your minds?
If he was still there, that's why.
If you see, like, it's very obvious Lucius straight up growling a little. Have you lost your minds?
If we're gonna get stalked, but I want to know, I'm going to let him know. Hey, I know you're here, so go away.
Listen.
We did already agreed to do what he did. We, get the crown, give it back.
Then
whatever.
why did you attack them?
I didn't hit him. At least the first time.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Listen here. We found that crown. He didn't. We deserve to decide what happens to it.
I'm not gonna throw my life away over an order-forsaken crown.
Why does he want it so badly, though?
I don't care.
What if it affects the world at large? Don't know. Could just be he wants it for money. Could be something weirder. He was very adamant on that crown, which means it's worth something. You don't just get frozen for what, 100,000 years? I don't know, 100, 1,000, and then be like, "Oh, the first thing I need is that crown. I'm not going to worry about how long I was asleep or where my family is. No, I need that crown," which means he needs it for something. And as far as I know, that's dangerous enough as it is.
The better question is, how did they get here?
How did who?
How didn't that person come from the ruins? Gleb, what did you do?
I freed a man from the ruins, and then he thanked me and left. And apparently didn't go after the gem because he wanted us to get it for him. And fucking rule 15 of the Thieves Guild is you don't profit off the backs of other hard work.
Oh, this is what it's about. Your honor
if you steal something, if you take something and someone else is like, well, it's mine by right, they gotta earn that. This is bullshit. And also, he did try and kill me.
So that's what this is about. Your honor is a thief.
That's not all this is about. I was right. I am right about the whole. Why does he want it so badly after being frozen for so long? I am concerned about that.
Do you realize we are in no position to argue with them?
Well, when the Lich raises an undead army and takes over Threshold, I think you'll disagree.
At this point, I'm gonna storm off. Like, just seriously, I'm done. I'm just walking off at this point. Good fucking bye. I'll probably be vaguely heading north, but I'm not happy.
Is the Thieves Guild actually is the title? Everybody calls it the Thieves Guild, but is it actually called Ferengi?
What?
Laws of Acquisition.
Delicious.
I apologize for shouting there. I did not realize I was like straight up shouting. Although I guess I was shouting in character, so that worked out.
It was fine, or at least on my end.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't.
Yes, Alex may not have, but clearly Glep did. He ingested it. Possibly literally.
That was how I would learn to read. They taught me the employee handbook.
There's a couple things that some people didn't take into account. One, he said he was going to be at the ruins. He never said for how long. Two, we can always tell the people who have the crown what he's about, and they can take care of him instead. We may not see him again. Okay, we might. But when we do see him again, we very well could be stronger, and then we can pump fireballs down his throat. But I think we need to start working more as a cohesive unit rather than half of us going half-cocked. Shield. I appreciate you standing up for the party.
The party member.
And then did nothing else untoward towards the party.
He had mentioned a parting gift and declared his intent to leave.
And the parting gift was uninvisibling Glep. That is all he did.
Yeah, via sleep spell.
I mean, oh no, all the damage.
Oh,
the least scary thing a magic user can do is cause damage. All right, let's be honest.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I mean, he put Gleb to sleep, until Felix walked over and smacked him on his fat little butt?
Yep, everybody in this party should
That wasn't
be...
how I pictured it going down, but sure.
I mean, he's an amorphous blob. It's kind of hard to tell which is which, right?
I mean, fair.
We're making a real proper list of enemies here, Cecilia. One day we'll conquer them all.
Another
or
thing
steal from
that,
them.
Why does he want the crown so much? Okay, yes, he thinks it's his and whatnot, but why the crown specifically? Why
Right.
didn't he try to cut off his hand for the ring? What is up with the crown that we are missing, apparently?
I don't feel like he would have told us though.
I assumed the whole hand cutting off thing for the ring was going to happen when he was right there next to us. So that's why I did what I did.
And they did mention that the ring would have been a nice one, but the crown is what matters most for him.
Yeah, he might not tell us, but that doesn't mean we can't find out what's going on without him. Alternately, that's a problem for the person who has it.
So what do we do from here? Go back to the lady and tell her, or do we continue on to the 5th?
Let us continue on to the 5th, in case he's continuing to tail us.
I think next time when half the party doesn't attack, the other half needs to not attack as well, unless told otherwise.
I don't know. One sounds like a good way to speedrun TPK.
Oh, absolutely.
We would have almost had one.
No, what? Only 4 of you were down?
Well, almost both of our healers were almost down.
I'm sorry, Kona Cold is 60 feet. I'm sorry.
No. I've also been correcting it. Like the reason Cecilia went down earlier in the desert was because I corrected that the one orc had a double attack. And so
anyway,
I got a second attack against Cecilia because of that, because I corrected that. So I don't mind doing that sort of stuff. Just catching things that the DM missed and everything.
I mean, the only real addition to that was me anyway, wasn't it?
I think Certos as well.
I think, yeah, Certos got nailed it too.
And Certos. That's right.
So I guess we're heading north now.
Yeah.
We're just gonna say goodbye to the ruins and the lady's house, and we'll deal with that later. All right.
I think I pounded the table with my finger a little too hard. It kind of stings. It's a little numb.
So is Glep's entire body. Which... Link, you alright?
Yeah, I'm good. Like I said, I did not realize I was as tilted as I was, but it kind of fit the character, so I figure it was okay.
So, shall we continue to town?
Yeah, I guess so.
Cautiously. That's fine, Dreamy.
Yeah, it's fine.
Mhm.
No, he typed it. Oh, I thought he did. Oh, he didn't. I thought he did.
No.
Okay.
I guess this means I can actually catch up on Discord then.
Health values are looking good across the board.
I'm at full HP. I don't know what you're talking about.
I still say you should pop your cannon for everybody. Give us all temporary hit points.
Oh, I thought temporary hit points expired like after 10 minutes.
No, not these. No.
Oh.
Unless it says otherwise, no, temporary hit points is kind of
It's until
permanent.
long rest, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Possibly short rest, but definitely long rest.
I probably would as we're marching, just for people's sake. I think I still have I think me and Cecilia still have 11. Shield has 9 in it. Cecilia has 11. So then probably before the chip on the cannon expires, could we fit? I guess we could fit everyone in a 10 by 10 range or 10-foot range. So
No,
just
unless a feature that grants you temporary hit points has a duration that lasts until they are depleted or you finish a long rest. For your cannons, that is
never
indefinite.
All right, so I probably would pop it like as we're marching before it expires. When you said it didn't last forever, I thought you meant until the end of whatever, until the end of initiative.
I was checking your cannons first.
Yeah.
To see how long they were going to be out.
But what I mean is, I thought the duration was less than it actually was, rather than more what it
Oh yeah, no.
Okay.
So how many are we getting?
I'm going to roll. Give me a second.
Awesome.
And I'm gonna do it before the chip.
I'm gonna keep rolling for a 12.
No, it's not. I'm not gonna bother. I'll probably just roll once, like as it expires. Well, we got the 12. So everyone has 12. There you go. All right.
Nice.
So, all right. Well, there you go. I didn't even have to save skim it. We're good.
That brings me up to technically full hit points. Oh, actually, I'm using the D&D Beyond. Maybe I shouldn't do that.
12 total.
It's temporary hit points.
It does not heal you.
Actual.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
But it's 12 total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's everyone up to 12 because that beats the 11 from earlier.
Isn't it only 6 members though? Or
no,
it's everybody within 10 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, the intellect modifier is the 10 HP bonus. It's everyone within 10 feet, which can be everyone, assuming it's done after shield small.
Okay.
Actually,
well, even if he's not, he can remain large so long as a portion of him is within 10 feet.
Yep. So if I stand right here, even in this formation, it works.
Okay, so
it's a 5x5 square, so yeah, 25 people can be granted it.
What's that, Fee?
Before we head off and reach the village, there's something that Drusus wanted us to reiterate to everyone here. Do not tell the fifth about the situation on the mainland.
Correct.
Walk in. So how about that situation on the mainland, huh?
So
boy, that's crazy shit.
The Emperor's dead. Long live the Emperor.
So don't come with the banner that says the Emperor's dead.
Boy, howdy. You see the
Sorry,
Emperor
did
lately?
you say?
He is dead tired.
I'm sorry. Did you say Anar would say that?
No, I just said don't say that.
Anyway. Ugh. Ugh.
I've got the Talus theme stuck in my head, Link.
Nice. I'm sorry I made you fight one of those.
No, I actually avoided them before I.
You
And
avoided
found
it? Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I killed it.
Yeah, I was running around the edge of the cave looking for any passages ways,
Nice.
and then I found it, and then I went to the center of the cave and saw the Talus.
Oh, in a meta sense, we could have wiped the floor with him. By the way,
We could have, if we actually all worked together.
Uh huh.
Cecilia was preparing command to have him drop the glaive, hopefully, which would have also wasted one of his turns.
No one if it's an object, unless you want to pick it up.
Well, but no, that would be an object interaction. It wouldn't have.
No. They spend their next turn. What was it? They spend their next turn dropping the object, and then they end their turn.
Okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm sorry, did I hear that if you all tried to take him on at once, that you probably would have done a lot better?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's usually how these things work when you're going up against one big creature, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that, again, depends on the swinginess of the dice.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, almost everyone being in encounter range was not pleasant. So.
Yeah, I would say that. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was just thinking that shows our lack of cohesiveness, right? We went into this fight like if we would have all gone in there with our A game and been like, okay, we're gonna make space, we're gonna attack this strategically, then maybe. But I think personally, with the way that we had purported ourselves in that fight, we would have been waxed. We would have been absolutely waxed.
Would Anar have known what type of creature that was?
Actually,
given his time in the library.
I mean, you might have known that it was an Oni in some of the stories about Onis.
That'll work. That's enough for me. Whenever I ask that question, he's basically looking for, can he identify the creature?
Yeah,
it doesn't have to know the hit points. Go ahead.
The thing about nursery rhymes about Oni, fearsome boogeymen that haunt the nightmares of children and adults alike, yet they are very real and always hungry. You probably would have heard that.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I don't have to know his resistances or his weaknesses or anything along those lines. Basically, I'm just looking for an identification.
I'm pretty sure that rolling Arcana to get some things like resistances or whatever is effectively impossible, because I've had some very good rolls there and have not gotten anything close to that. So
it's something in Pathfinder, but in 5e, not exactly. There's some things like Battlemaster, I think, that can get that, but
so I'm not going to hand you all the information about it, but I will hand you some, and some of them are going to be very hard to do that, depending on their challenge rating versus your level, etc.
Mm-hmm. Well, we know the heal, so
like the whole thing about trolls being sensitive to fire. That's probably common knowledge, but the exact resistances of what were those things they used a week or two ago?
The Fae.
Oh yeah, the Fae things, the Yeah, the paralyzed guys.
Yeah, most of the people who encounter those aren't going to survive. So I
Or
wouldn't say that's
shadows.
common knowledge. And not everything is on a roll. Something might be.
Yeah, Cecilia's not good at sort of nature either. Arcana nor nature are good, but that's okay.
And some things you may have wrong knowledge. Uh, that something has a stone in its name is out of stone. That's not exactly correct.
Yeah, the person who named it was an asshole. There you go.
That happens. Or because of how they look.
Like Glep looks like a stone when he's asleep.
Yeah,
So.
like giants are not actually made of stone. But they look like it. So that's why they're called that.
Yeah.
Wait until we do flesh to stone on them, then.
Well, Anar has wrote down the abilities that he knows that the Oni can do.
So is it Anar's time to chew people out then?
I mean, Anar did want to talk with people.
I thought we had all the chewing out done, but whatever.
No, I did the chewing out. I'm pretty sure Anar has his own shit to do.
You know, Anar was quite pleased with how Cecilia just popped off there, so he's gonna let that be that. He's just gonna quietly take.
Larisha.
I thought that was me.
Or excuse me, Larisha. Sorry. He's just gonna make a note of that.
Hooray! I can't tell if it's a positive or a negative note.
Oh wait, Larisha. Lori was absolutely livid, yelled at Shield. It was great. I don't think that I need to say another word. Considering recent events.
Nice.
All right. So the plan here was now what?
I think it's
Canis from Panis to talk with the sheriff.
Just keep on traveling. No rest.
No, I mean we've got the temporary hit points. That's good enough. I mean we could sit somewhere between point A and point B for an hour, but that's up to everybody whether or not they want to do it.
And if Cerato's wants to prop off the prayer of healing.
Well, I would rather not use the spell slots in case you guys decide you want to murder yourselves again. But if we don't want to rest for an hour.
Oh, that's shade!
Nice. It's beautiful.
That's real good.
Absolutely. So yeah, like we can rest or we can continue on.
I'm not gonna suggest resting. For what it's worth. I am pissed the fuck off. I'm not gonna stop unless someone else suggests it.
Yeah, personally, and certainly out of character, I think the temporary hit points is more than enough for everybody.
All right. Well, if we can get 10 minutes to sit around, I'll pop off a prayer of healing.
Savor this because I'm not going to use this much.
Yeah. I mean, that's why you can't walk while doing it.
Oh, we can't. Yeah.
There's nothing that says you have to be stationary.
8 hit points to everybody.
8.
That's what we're on.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. So you come up as you're coming up towards the outskirts of Kenistrom Panis. Roll a perception check.
Okay. 50.
Anar did not do good with that.
Anar's super cold today.
Concerning perception, absolutely.
All right.
Well, I wasn't just saying perception.
Hold on, it's coming. Oof.
Oh, did worse than me. Thank you.
And the slime.
We're still missing. Yeah, we're missing a slime.
He is
Are-
muted
it-
right now. Things are probably happening.
Shield doesn't perceive shit.
Okay, I can roll for Glep.
Everybody noticed slime has disappeared.
Yeah, I mean he went invisible. Duh. He does that.
Oh, you can only use it once per rest. So
Do we know that?
All right. Those of you with a 10 or higher notice
Not me.
smoke rising off in the direction of the old headquarters, the headquarters there that you went to.
did the
That one tent fire turned into all the tent fire.
Anyway, you're here on the outskirts of the town. It is, again, a very small, like one strip cattle town, surrounded by farms.
This town ain't big enough for the none of us.
With a sheriff's office, a general store, not much else.
Baby.
Mostly of clapboard construction, just starting up in a hurry. Maybe a tavern. I think we did have a saloon here because you guys have visited the saloon while people were talking to the sheriff, right?
Somebody visited the saloon. Yes,
I think that was me, actually.
yes, it was.
And this place was a mix of orcs and gnomes and humans and all sorts of people.
Oh wait, was this the one where it was like we had the camels and we didn't want to bring them in? Was that
Yes.
this town? Then
Yes.
no, I didn't. Because me and Shield were outside guarding the camels. I've never been here.
Anar went in to talk to the sheriff. Cecilia, you went with him, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Cece went into the tavern.
Anyway, you're here. You're at the outskirts of the town.
Okay.
People are going about their business. Some of them are looking kind of funny at you. Some of you look rather beat up still.
That's everyone except for me, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cecilia is still has a bit of a sort of a reddish skin from the frostbite.
So you said you talked to the sheriff last time you were here?
I introduced her with my status, so I feel that would lend some credence to negotiations this time around, or not negotiations, but to our offer this time around.
Yes, her name was Arushi Volusius.
Cecilia?
Mhm.
Just as a reminder to make sure we're all on the same page, to make sure we're all thinking about the same goal. What are we trying to do again? Just to make sure.
We are to privateer the Fifth Legion, with the possibility of a full integration later. We are to incorporate, basically incorporate them into the ranks of the 11th, along with sending some officers to assess the progress and help provide some support to them out here before
Understood.
the full integration into the ranks of the 11th.
Understood.
We are to we're willing to take them back as citizens.
Full citizens. Interesting.
Yes, yes. Drusus is willing to offer them welcome them back as full citizens. if they keep doing what they're doing under the name of the 11th Legion.
Understood. Let's go.
That's just basically me just straight up reading off what News had sent me.
Fair enough. Like I had an idea of what the plan was, but I wanted to make absolutely sure and wanted to kind of make sure other people remembered too.
Yep. And this isn't an offer for all the 5th. This is just for this branch.
So just wait, is that just in this town, or was that like
This section basically,
okay?
and their leadership.
Yeah.
Because the whole 5th Legion itself seems to be sort of disorganized. So
Gotcha.
So let's go find somebody.
go and find the sheriff.
Well,
Sheriff, if we can. Somebody in a uniform, if we can.
well, lead the way, Cecilia.
So where are you heading? To the sheriff's office?
Yep.
Everybody's going?
Larisha's gonna go this time unless Cecilia or Anna specifically ask her not to.
No, anyone's kind of free to come along if they wish.
And I was good with it.
I'll go along. Yes.
I don't know if Gluck's gonna go. Mama, where are you?
As you walk into town towards the sheriff's office, people hurry inside the various buildings. And as you get closer to the sheriff's office, she steps out, flanked by 2 other people wearing Imperial style armor. It says, that's close enough.
Okay.
And she looks at Cecilia and Anna and says, I see you 2 are back. And it looks like you brought backup this time.
I'm realizing now that that other people going was not a good move.
We've got some interesting news for you.
News, you say?
In this regard, we are a delegation of peace.
I see. Is this the Empire's delegation of peace to tell us to get the fuck out before they come rolling in?
We have a different offer.
Do you want to tell her, or should I?
Cecilia will let Anna continue on.
To start with, if you are willing, we have on good authority that you would be welcomed into the fold should you wish it.
I see. Well, that's up to the people of this town whether they want to join the Empire or not. I have been tasked by the people of this town and ordered to sit here and defend this town with my life should it be necessary.
A noble goal.
Which is fine.
So is the Empire, are you saying the Empire is asking Canis Trumpanus here to join, or are you saying they're telling us to?
I'm saying that the hand has been offered to the entirety of the 5th.
Wasn't that objectively not true? Or are you saying that anyway?
Out of character, as far as Anna is aware, it was for the entire 5th
to be brought back into the fold should they wish it.
Fair enough. Okay.
She says, I can't speak for the entirety of the Legion. I'm just a simple sheriff of a small town, and I go with the will of the people.
The other bit is the Empire is planning on looking to expand its borders. We don't know where exactly yet. However, it could be up this way.
Again, it depends. If the people of this town wish to accept it, then we will quietly go integrate into the Empire. If they do not, I will fight till my last breath.
It's understandable. Here at the moment, we are but messengers.
Then you will want to speak to the legate.
We figured we would stop by here on the way to the legate himself. I figured I owed you at least that much.
So you're planning on going to deliver this message to the legate.
The legate's in the currently burning 5th Legion headquarters out of character, right? At least as far as we know.
I believe so, yes.
I got.
Cecilia would.
This comes before or after the Empire tried to assassinate him.
Right.
Assassination attempt?
Cecilia looks a bit perplexed.
That happened. Sorry, I don't.
Was this part of the history of why they left, or is this not?
Well, she says somebody tried to set his tent on fire with him in it.
Oh.
And he strongly believes that the Empire was behind it. Are you telling me, friend Anar, that this was not the case?
This was not the case.
So if it was not the Empire that tried to assassinate him,
Curiosity.
who was it?
Out of character, how did they not think this was like, oh, the wine caught fire? Because there's a giant barrel of wine in there.
It's called a scapegoat. It's called using the Empire as a scapegoat.
It's called being paranoid.
Also that, yes.
That too. Which is also why we came here first, for maybe to bring the sheriff over. I mean, it was a long shot, but worth a try. Doesn't hurt to try.
Please don't say that in character.
Oh, no, he did.
No, of course not. Of course I didn't.
I hope you didn't say that in character. Did you?
What was it? Because I'm driving, so I can't even tell.
Oh, that sounds like the Fire Master Clep set, doesn't it? Sounds an awful lot like the time he crept in to steal things and then set that tent on fire, right? You remember that?
Did I tell them that I set the tent on fire?
It was very obvious.
I didn't say I set it. I started it. It was just obvious that there was a fire. I never said anything.
No, I'm screwing around. I didn't say anything like
that. The entire party sans Glep and Cecilia suddenly watched smoke pouring out of the fort. We know it was you.
You can't prove anything in a court of law.
Actually,
maybe not in America.
Yeah.
I was invisible. There was literally no witnesses.
This isn't the U.S. You don't have to prove things beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Anyway.
Just, enough to convince the judge, which is usually a military person. Anyway. She says, well, after that attempt, he became much more paranoid. He's gone north. north.
So,
He,
somewhere in that direction.
Yes, he's heard of the cities to the north and wished to scout the area, see if perhaps he could obtain mercenary work with them, or at the very least defend our border from them. If all is successful, then he won't need the Empire's offer. But if not, he may listen. Just be aware that he's not too trusting these days.
Noted, as he makes a literal note in his book.
I suppose if the fortress did get set on fire, then or not the fortress, sorry, in character. I'm saying, I suppose if the tent did get set on fire, then it makes sense.
I mean, I understand exactly why he would be as paranoid as if you've been on the run or feeling like you've been on the run and suddenly your tent gets set fire too. I can see how he would take that. So I understand his logic behind it.
Especially when, say, a bunch of important documents also went missing at the same time.
Sorry,
Is that in
you said
character?
there's a
Or out of
you
character?
said
No,
there's a
this
giant
is not her saying that. That is me saying that.
I know it's you saying it. I just want to know if you said that. Is all. Okay.
Let's be honest. It was a giant fire. Documents would have easily burned up to ash.
There would
That's
have
a
been
different.
there would have been remains of the map, maybe.
Well, maybe the map, but not the documents. Like the documents would have burned to ash and dust if there was a giant fire. Maybe slivets of it left, but it's not. But the way they described the fire, it was a big fire. It was a column of fire. I don't think much is surviving that in terms of flammables.
Anyway,
Who said it was a call of fire?
I don't think anyone
You
said.
said it when the fire happened. You said a column of fire shot out of the thing and started lighting the tent on fire.
Yes, the tent on fire. Does
I
that mean they let
assume
it burn all the way to the ground?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I
You
wasn't
left.
there. I was never there.
Either way, y'all left. You didn't stick around to find out what kind of damage was done.
All I'm saying is, if the fire was right next to paper, some of the documents should have burned.
All
But,
you know at
anyway.
this point is that you're seeing, smoke still rising from the direction of the fort.
Oh, that's not good. How long has it been?
Yeah,
A day and a half?
a few days. Yeah,
Oh,
a
we
few
should
days.
probably look into that. We should probably look into that at some point.
Yes.
So, as I said, if the people of I will put it to the people as a vote, should they wish to join with the Empire. But next time we meet, it may not be as friends.
Cecilia nods and it's like, we shall be willing to integrate you as part of the 11th and full citizenship.
She shrugs. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm retired. I was ordered to do so by my legate.
You have been doing good work with your legate.
I'm now a simple sheriff in this simple town.
So then it sounds like if we were going to do anything, or it sounds like we need to consult with the sheriff then.
That was the sheriff.
This is the
Or not
sheriff.
the sheriff. Sorry, I meant the legate. We need to consult with the legate then. What I will say is thank you for your time.
She shrugs and says, if you want to go to the saloon, they may let you in. I will be happy to escort you. If you wish to move on your way, we'll all breathe a bit easier.
We should probably just go address the legate.
Yeah, somehow I think that us just leaving is for the best.
You may escort us out.
Though you having your escort as we leave would be a good way, yes.
Certos will sort of interject by clearing his throat and sort of addressing himself to Cecilia and then Anna and Marisha. I don't mean to speak out of turn. I'm sorry. But if they're saying, with all due respect, Master Seraph, that they will do what the people say, maybe we should learn what the people want.
Absolutely.
That isn't a
That would
bad
be-
decision either. However, I also don't think that's our place to ask.
She says, "I'll not have you going around intimidating my people to get the answer you want."
No. I really, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. I'm a member of the clergy myself, and it's my duty to make sure that the people are taken care of, much like you, I think. And I'm not trying to impose on anybody. I want to know how they honestly feel.
Cecilia will add on. We don't want to. Don't want to bring bloodshed to your town here, that you've worked so hard to protect.
Why would bloodshed be brought?
No, like no, like it was something that she mentioned earlier, like she's being she mentioned defending it before from the Empire.
Maybe we could do this. I can understand how maybe people might be a little on edge, but perhaps they also need help. If we're worried about sending the wrong impression, I'd be happy to offer some service, religious or otherwise. I'm rather good at fixing things if people need their homes repaired or something along those lines, and I can just help out around the town to learn a little about what they need. I know that we have places to be, and I really don't want to impose it. But if we want to learn about what the people actually want in order to serve them better, I think that should be something we should consider.
Okay, so Sir just wants to stay in town to figure all this information out while everybody else moves on. Is that
He's
what I'm hearing?
offering to help in some way. He's not offering to lead the party. He's offering to help in some way around town to learn about what, as a way to show that he is not a hostile force trying to exert pressure from the empire. He's there to help, and as part of helping, if he can learn about what the people need, then great. But
I don't know how to say this in character, but I'm not opposed to that.
He's Jimmy Carter post presidency.
Like Cecilia would be up
It's-
to
He wants to be here not as an empire representative, but as a cleric.
Sir, as a member of the clergy, you could stay. I mean, we do need religious services, would be useful around here. However, and she looks over the rest of the party, the rest of you should probably leave town. You're heavily armed, and it makes people nervous.
Perhaps we should head north then and discuss this with the legate.
Oh shit! Did I ever pick up my sword again? Oh wait, no, it automatically returns to my.
Cecilia will kind of point in and and be like, my apologies for walking in heavily armed, but as you can tell from our injuries, it's it gets pretty rough out there, even just traveling.
What do
Uh,
you think is making people so nervous? You're heavily armed. You look like you've been in a fight, and now you're coming in here to see that you're coming in here going straight up to the sheriff's office.
I mean,
I do think that's leaving.
it is literally straight to the sheriff's office. It's not like, we meandered around town and started asking people questions or whatnot. It
That's
was
the
just
problem. That's the problem.
people see trouble's coming.
With all due respect, Cecilia, given current circumstances, I'm
No.
going to give a brief glance at Shield and Gleb and Felix.
Yeah, no,
It
no,
might be best for us to just go see the Legate directly.
yeah, no, that was her plan.
That and they can look over and see where smoke is rising from where the Legion was parked. If that's going on, they're nervous about what's coming.
So I either think we should go see the Legate directly, or possibly help.
Can I ask the sheriff a question?
Possibly help the fort out. Possibly.
Yeah, we may be. Yeah, we may be able to approach the fort and offer any assistance.
I was gonna ask what the status of the fort is. Said there was.
I can barely hear you.
I was gonna ask what the status of the fort was because there's still smoke rising from it.
Yeah, I mean, it might. Cecilia just sort of sighs and is like, it might be a good idea to approach the fort, even if tension seemed to be a bit high with that recent assassination attempt against the Legate that caused him to leave. We might be able to provide any assistance to them.
Larisha clearly wants to say something, but she's not going to right now.
All right. So what is it we want to do here?
I think we can leave it up to the party vote.
I think we should at least scout out the fort and see what kind of state it's in.
I'm down for going to the fort, provided Cecilia and Gleb are not present.
I mean,
and I'm not going to say that around the sheriff for obvious reasons.
I second what Link just said.
Though he was invisible and you were disguised.
It does not matter. I would not recommend they go there.
A human, a human citizen, basically. A male human citizen. She would have been disguised as.
At the same time, it doesn't. Wait, Cecilia's a good actress. She can probably get away with that. Still, I'm going to recommend when we are discussing this, presumably out of town, that Gleb and Cecilia aren't present when we go to the fort still.
Did I lose everybody, or did Link just cut out?
I'm still here. Am I here?
I can hear you.
Yeah, you just cut off there for a minute.
I just finished talking. I didn't have anything else to say. All I was saying is that I'm not opposed to checking out the fort as long as Cecilia and Gleb aren't present. Even though Gleb was invisible and Cecilia is an actress that's disguised, I still would not trust her.
In fairness, I did turn visible like halfway back to the fort. So if somebody, or halfway back from the fort because my time ran out. So it's very possible that somebody saw me and they'd be like, yo, you look familiar. You were running from the fort the day of the fire. So I can wholly agree. Knowing that I turned back visible halfway back to the fort, it's very possible that somebody at least caught a glimpse of me. So I would agree that Glep should stay back. Although if Cecilia, if you want to check my character sheet real quick, I think I have
Okay.
disguised self, but other than that,
You had what?
I think I have disguised self, right? Or is it not on my?
You do.
Yeah, you have disguise self.
So I could go in disguised.
No,
It only lasts 1 hour though.
Sure,
no,
but to like
Yes.
if I'm gonna be visible,
no.
it is an option. The other option Gleb had was just fucking go back to Threshold and just chill, because he's not
Mhm.
doing too hot.
By s- by chill, you mean just start stealing again, right?
Oh,
Just
I
make
don't.
sure on the safe edge.
I mean,
He plans a big heist against
right.
Pruvit.
Threshold is our base of operations. Yeah, that's what Thieves Guild is. I was gonna
So
go back, recuperate, and just relax while you guys finish out this mission, but because Gleb's not doing too hot physically, but that was just an idea. That's not what he wants. That's not what he's going to do, regardless.
So what is it we are going to do here?
uh
Cecilia, I think you have the final say. Is anyone
uh,
opposed to us seeing the nearby fort?
so I'm still thinking of something to something to say to the sheriff.
Oh, okay.
Uh
What do you want to say to the sheriff?
basically like if like were any of were the stores of the fort destroyed or anything, and if there is any assistance that they could offer.
Basically, what was the damage to the fort?
Mhm.
The fort?
The smoke rising from the
Yeah,
distance or whatever. You said there was an
the
assassination attempt.
yeah, the assassination attempt.
I
No, I
think.
said there was an assassination attempt. I didn't say anything about a fort.
Oh, we
You didn't
saw.
say
I'm gonna.
smoke.
Marisha's gonna quickly try and like backpedal over Cecilia. Well, I I think what Cecilia means is we saw smoke on the way here when you mentioned an assassination attempt with the tent fire. She must have just assumed that the fire spread and that's what's causing the smoke.
She shrugs. Standard practice when you leave a place. Burn the walls and anything you can't take with you.
Fair enough. That makes sense.
Fair enough.
So they all left. Is that what she just said? They all left.
Yeah, basically.
She basically had told you as much.
Yeah. Okay. So there ain't nothing worth taking
Mhm.
into.
So then okay, fair enough.
I feel
Thank you for
Cecilia
your
has
time.
has not been the best at intrigue so far, out of all the interactions.
You've been better than I have.
Glep can't say a damn word.
And she shrugs and says, "Yes, that is where the Fifth had camped, or at least our leadership.
Mhm.
However, as I said, he's now moved to the north, where I could not tell you.
Oh, we thought he had just moved there by himself. His whole league,
Mhm.
his whole thing moved. Okay.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yet. No, nobody has mentioned that thing.
Don't you think we should?
No.
No.
Okay.
Well, Glep still thinks that he should dip back to Threshold, because I don't think it would be wise for him to go up to the legate who or the legion that he might have seen him, or at the very least he would stay back. But this is
No, she doesn't.
territory.
This is
No,
someone
No.
else.
the wizard who
It's over in this
is
town.
yeah.
Really? I
Liberum
thought-
Natus.
She's
thought the
back
wizard
at
was right
threshold.
here. I thought the wizard was right there.
The wizard has a portal from Liberum back to threshold, but yeah.
Oh yeah, he can take the portal.
Okay. Yeah.
No, she has a doorway for tower.
I mean,
Oh,
I guess unless
that's
you
my
wanted to
bad.
be invisible, but somehow I think you would notice.
my invisibility has already been used for the day.
I meant you could just sleep and go tomorrow, but somehow I don't think that's a good idea.
Where am I going?
That's up to you.
Oh, you said sleep and go tomorrow. I'm like,
If you said take the portal, so if you were gonna do that, you could sleep and then use the invisibility to go through the gate from here back to threshold. But I don't think that's a very good idea.
why would I want to use the invisibility? Is my question.
So
I'm just going to point out that she's a wizard, and
she is a wizard and probably has true seeing somehow.
Also, why wouldn't I just like, yeah, I'm with so and so's party.
Yeah.
I need a trip back to Threshold. They're doing this.
Her house.
What?
Yeah, it's her
gonna
house.
the
It's bad
tower.
manners.
You're using her
make
back.
here. Don't trape through my back door into my front door.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Stop tracking mud in.
Can I not knock on the tower door and then they answer and be like, yeah, I'm with so and so?
You could, but that sounds like a great way to end up in prison.
Sounds like a great way to what?
To end up in prison.
Or with
What?
the door
That's
slammed.
Or the door
So-
slammed in your face and on us because they went, hey, your slime friend decided to come back here unannounced. What the heck is up with him?
So-
It's really weird.
You mean
So
unannounced?
Do we want to end the session here and talk with News about what direction he wants sort of to go as well?
I'm down for us, and I'm down for us. Yeah, you're right. We probably should consult with him.
And because it depends on because his duty for covering the because of the seeing if the fifth wants to enter the fold is only kind of restricted to the southern area.
That is
And
a
if-
good point.
And if the legate is moving northwards, then Drusus might deem it okay that this is being dealt with, or if we are to pursue northward.
Well, regardless, Glep wants to go back to Threshold. That's his vote.
Oh right, aren't you leaving for a couple weeks?
Me?
Or is that someone else?
No.
Okay.
Someone's looking for a few weeks. What?
You just want an excuse to bring in the Drake Warden, don't you?
No, I mean, Glep wants to go back to fucking Threshold and recuperate before he goes back out again. He's fucking got his face slapped around. He wants to offload his treasures. Fucking just relax. Like,
Mind you, I'd be
Would-
okay with going back to
would-
Threshold too, but I do think we should.
like it's not gonna be like he's not gonna stay there. He just wants to go there for like a day or two, and like offload his stuff and fucking.
take you
you know,
longer to go there than it
With the exception of selling stuff, why can't you rest out here?
I mean, you know,
wants to
there's
be
a fucking
seasoned,
guy that's after the crown and potentially his ring. He doesn't really feel safe out in the wilds.
No,
I
I
mean,
never would have
you-
guessed.
You're given more than a day, but true.
No, I never would
It's
have.
invisible. I don't want to be around this area. I want to go back to Threshold and recuperate.
I'd probably mention if you make any hints that you're gonna do that. I'd probably mention the Oni is probably keeping tabs on us, like not around
Yeah,
town,
I
of course,
can't believe my Drake Warden has a favorite enemy of giants. How convenient.
and would probably go after you were you to flee without doing what was.
I don't have the crown. Don't look at me. I'm not fleeing. I'm just going to rest.
That
And
sounds
like
like
offload
fleeing.
some shit. And
Yes,
then come
convince
back
them
out.
that.
Like I'm
Convince
spending maybe a day there and then I'm coming back out. Like I'm not doing downtime of like 4 weeks and then coming back. I'm just like I want to.
I know you're not. I know you're not. It's not about what I think. It's about what they think. And you are the one who upset them.
Listen, regardless of who upset him, but That's what Gleb wants to do. He wants to go back, offload the fucking gems to his fence, maybe figure out more information about the ring, but like in a day he'd be back.
That's
not
not
like
how
you
that
that.
works.
I mean, how long does it take to get to fucking threshold?
2
days.
days.
A day or two, yeah.
That means you are out for 5 days if you want to do that.
And trying to chase us in the northwards if we go
The
north.
Can the portal be instant though?
You're not gonna get to take the portal. That's what we were saying.
Again, you're going from somebody's back door to their front door. You're walking through their house to do it.
I mean, I would. That's what I said. I would like knock on the door and talk to the person who
And they're
answers.
gonna slam the damn door in your face because that's immensely disrespectful.
Then he slams the
Gleb,
door.
wait, Gleb has not even been there. He doesn't know about the teleportation.
Oh yeah, you're right. Gleb hasn't even been there.
All right, never mind that.
Yeah, he was setting up camp.
That's true. Yeah, I think Certos was there too.
Okay, then never mind. He'll hang out with the front. But he still wants to go back to threshold. He thinks this job is done. He wants to relax. And then deal with the crown issue. Which is
The
also
crown issue.
It's also in threshold, by the way.
That one I can't. It actually would end up being in threshold. I can't argue with that.
It's been delivered to her in her tower, wherever it may be, which may be in threshold.
I mean, I know exactly where it is. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Cecilia also knows.
Yeah, Cecilia.
and-
I think it was Cecilia, Drusus, and Larisha were all there.
And Drusus was signing with Shield.
Right. So
Felix.
who else was
No,
there?
not
I
Felix.
know it was Larisha and.
So I wasn't
Cecilia.
there.
Who else was talking about stuff with me?
Wait,
For all you know, it's a
Just
magnificent
Cecilia?
mansion.
or
Anyway.
wasn't it Felix? Because
No, I was never there.
Oh, Anar. Anar.
It was Anar, right? That makes sense. Yeah, Anar was there. So the only people that actually know about the teleportation
Or all the rich kids.
would be Larisha, Anar, and Cecilia.
All right, so she's going to escort you guys to the edge of town, and I guess we're ending the session at that point.
Ending the session is a good idea. We're a little early, but at the same time, we kind of need news here to get the party back on track.
Well,
There's a track.
Wants to go the next. Well, so if anyone asks, that's his vote.
Yeah. Cecilia would be okay with just whether if Drusus thinks that this mission is complete, then it's complete. If Drusus wants to continue on. That's Cecilia's vote.
I'm with going with him, or going along with whatever he wants, but before we go back to threshold, we should get the crown resolved one way or another.
Yeah, we are going to stop by Libero Matis on the way back.
Which one is that?
It's marked on the map.
I
know
know.
It's to the west of us. It's the Tower Town.
Yeah.
Tower Town. Okay.
Whee!
The fuck was that?
That's me finally looking at what Dream posted.
What did Dream post?
Like you said, back on track. This place has tracks. Where we're going, we don't need railroad tracks.
I'm trying. Damn it! Unfortunately, it's too crusty until the text box at the end says no.
So are we done?
I think we're done.
Sounds like they're done.
I'm gonna apologize again for shouting and getting tilted and such. That was not acceptable.
Oh no, that was good.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was a non-point. I yelled at people plenty.
Just be careful because people are on headsets. That's all.
That's kind of what I mean. Like, I didn't realize how loud I was being until after I was already going.
Yeah, even the HD version is too crusty to read.
I wanted to read the text box. I wanted to know. Right, I think we're done.
Guess we'll pick this up next week and see where we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
sounds good.
Everybody's having fun.
I am.
Fun is
Yeah.
a strong word.
But oh boy, am I not good at this intrigue.
I'm
That
having
was
fun.
immensely stressful.
You, yeah.
You know, you lose a character, it happens. I'm just kidding.
Oh boy,
I mean,
have I
yeah,
done.
but whenever you lose your character and it results in a party wipe and other people lose their characters, that's a different deal.
Hey.
Yeah.
We've had three wipes before. The DM was very gracious and let us. Back
Oh.
dead.
Talk to y'all later.
See ya.
Take care.
So yeah.
Take it easy.
Just chilling. I almost lost Gleb. Well, I don't know if I lost Gleb. I don't know if the ring works. Don't know. We'll find out eventually. He wanted it, which is interesting, but he really wanted that crown, which is really interesting. Gleb still has. Gleb still believes that there's a reason he wanted that crown over, realizing he was like X amount of years into the future and was totally fine with it. So either he was lying about being frozen there for so long, or, he really needs that crown for something.
I do agree that something's fishy about that, but at the same time, like taunting someone who is very capable of making you explode right in front of their face is.
He took that shit personal, all right?
I
You
know.
don't take that to a thief and be like, "Yo, you did all that work. I'm gonna fucking, I'm gonna fucking profit of that."
I
That's my,
noticed. I
that's my.
noticed. Trust me.
I mean, that sounds a lot like basic thievery to me.
No. I
Yeah.
stole, or I recovered it from the ruins, and then he goes, "No, it's mine." That's not how that works. Like
That's who?
if it was his to begin with, okay, he has a point. But if he's also a treasure hunter or a thief or whatever, and somebody else goes and takes it first, he doesn't get to be like, "Well, I waited longer, so it's mine." That's not how the fucking game works, Chief.
Well, I mean, trying to impose your rules on an Oni doesn't make a whole lot of sense, my man. He's out
Not
there and
unless,
he's like, I
not
can
unless
take it
you have
from you.
level.
So
I
I'm
mean,
gonna.
Thieves Guild rule of acquisition number 1: Thou shalt not steal from other members of the Thieves Guild. Thieves Guild rule of acquisition number 412: He who holds it at the end of the day is the one who owns it.
All I'm saying is, if it was his to begin with, like if I stole it out of his house, yeah, okay, good
What if
point.
you did?
It
What if you did?
comes back to you.
he feels
That-
like you did.
Wait a minute, you're a thief. You steal shit out of people's houses all day.
Yeah, and if you get caught, then you know what? Okay, give it back. However, if it's a fucking ruins that no one is like, if he's a treasure hunter and he's after the crown, and I go in and I get it first because he got busy, he got too greedy and got caught in a trap. He doesn't get to come up afterwards and be like, "Well, by right, it should be mine because I was here first and it's my divine right." Blah blah blah. I'm like, that's tough shit. It was there. We took it. It's ours. That's how the game works.
Yes, and if he takes it back, it's his.
Yeah, but we don't have it. So that's not my problem. He doesn't just get to claim right to it and bully his way into it. If he takes it from us, that's one thing. He doesn't just get to be like, "No, it's mine, give it," and then get it. He has to fucking get it. He
No,
doesn't just
he's
get
here to bully you into getting it back for him.
it. That's my point. That's the kind of shit Glep takes personal, man. That's
I'm not
bullshit.
gonna lie. I'm very surprised Gleb didn't just say exactly who had it, and I was like, "Hey, if you want to take it from him, then you got then just go do that. Have fun."
Personally, that would have been funny to watch his ass get fucking smacked down by a wizard in a fucking tower of doom.
So what you're saying is that he shouldn't have tried to bully you. He should have just offered you money.
Probably. Yeah. Listen, if he'd offered treasures, that's paying me for information. That's different.
Uh, why not look at a rule of acquisition number 76?
I don't have access to that right now.
Every once in a while, declare peace. It confuses the hell out of your enemies.
Which one is over your dead body? Okay.
I'm gonna take it. But you know what? That ring is mine, and not his.
125. You can't make a deal if you're dead.
Rule of 112 is just as good.
Yes, it is.
I noticed that. It's real good. I love it.
What is it?
Never have sex with your boss's sister.
That's fair. Anyway, that's all well and good. So Scott,
Rule of acquisitions number 34 and 35.
Rules 34 and 35. War is good. Peace. Yes.
Yes.
all right. Well, I'm gonna step out of here because I'm at work. So
Goodbye.
Toodles.
I like 217.
Just as I close out the tab.
You can't
Yeah,
free
me
a
too.
fish from water.
Real.
True.
All right. I will talk to you guys later.
All right, have fun.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Have a good one.
Yeah,
Thanks
see ya.
very much.
See ya.
Yes.